So we spoke about what shadow data is yesterday. Today we'll continue discussing about the compliance nightmare associated with the shadow data, not known to you, not visible to you in your data center. Welcome to my YouTube channel where you daily see new content on data privacy. And as I said, let's talk about the privacy risk nightmare, compliance nightmare with respect to privacy from the shadow data that's available in your data center. What do privacy laws actually say about it? What is shadow data? Shadow data is that copy of data lying somewhere in your organization or in access to your organization, which could be a cloud provider or a third party vendor, and is not actively managed, right? It could be a backup or it could be just an external device copy, or like we saw yesterday in an example, we said that, this data is not relevant to me, not very important. Automobile company uploaded it on a low cost object storage, right? So that's the shadow data because you are not managing it, considering it to be non-critical. But if it contains personal information, like it happened with the automobile company, that is data to a breach because they didn't even care about the security of the data. And therefore, they had to pay a very huge fine because of the breach. Now, what the privacy law says, which is something which is very important, GDPR says that every user, every data subject has a right to be forgotten or right for erasure of his information. So, but the information is available in the shadow data. CCPA in California says that data deletion is a right for consumers. Indian DPDP Act says the fiduciary has an obligation to delete the information of data principal. So, how can data principal or collector or the organization having consumer data keep a shadow copy and not even manage it? Actually, if they're not managing it, it is a shadow data or a shadow copy. This is very, very risky. You are violating the compliance laws, privacy laws. Primary data may get deleted, but the shadow copy stays, so the chances of breach continue to be there. Shadow data stays in backups, in third-party systems, and archives, and there is a potential risk of breach from shadow data. Shadow data is a compliance risk because if user requests a deletion and the data stays there and stays in the backup and is unknown, unmanaged, many organizations may not notice or bring to notice that they have backups of this data, the official backups also. The data is unmonitored, therefore you are not able to prove the compliance also. It's not a part of your data inventory or data mapping. Vendors are retaining this data as a compliance threat. They have a copy of it unnecessarily, and all these above things put organizations into a legal risk. There's a huge cost of legal risk. Audit logs also do not show that the data has been completely deleted, so you need to be very, very careful. We'll give you an example where we're talking of a tech organization where a user requested deletion. Simple, went to the online system, deleted his data. But there were backups, caches, logs, and the logs got breached, and therefore the data got breached, and therefore they got into issues with GDPR, who fined them $20 million. And the legal verdict over there said failure to ensure full erasure of data breaches the right to be forgotten. So it does not just breach privacy laws in simple terms, but it also breaches the basic fundamental right of a user to be forgotten from their systems. Third-party vendors keep copies on cloud. Marketing agencies retaining your customers' data, business analytics done on that data, right? So if there's a SaaS application or any marketing done on say 1,000 emails, kind of response, how many of them opened the white paper, how many of them downloaded, all this information is tracked. Despite the fact that the contract is over, the results have already been taken, and the copy of this information has not been deleted, right? It is still retained in the shared systems. Shared data that stays in external system creates problems and the organization forgot to delete the shared data. So you are answerable for violation of any of these rights, even if the third party vendor forgot to remove the data. For example, GDPR fined a retailer because he could not ensure that his third parties are deleted the data. As a legal consequence, GDPR can put up to 20 million euros or 4% of global turnover. Indian DPDP Act can charge you around 250 crore rupees there's a huge cost of legal teams and lawsuits. You have to hire an external legal team, right? Internal teams are advisors. They cannot represent you in the court. So you have to hire an external team. You have to pay a lot of fees in the courts. There could be a lot of cost of mitigation with the user or users whose data has been gone. Of course, this would get in public and impact your reputation. And operationally, there would be a lot of audits, legal defense, as I said, legal team, and compliance fixes, and all of them will become costly or will bring in a lot of cost. So they are the legal consequences as well as financial consequences, creating a nightmare for you if the scheduled data has not been taken care of. So to ensure that the compliance is properly done, honestly, clearly done, you should do comprehensive data mapping. Don't ignore any push. You would have your purchase orders telling which cloud service provider is your provider, who is managing cloud service providers. Right? You can track from there what data is already there. Your security people, your IT people can sit down and perform regular audits on this. Vendors due diligence, including their audits. Many times you assign a particular working system to your vendors. Do get third-party audits done on both on the vendors as well as your own systems. Automate or buy automated deletion tools and provide a lot of training to your employees and tell them they cannot and they have no business retaining data in form of scheduled data. Audit trails and proof of compliance is important, but the fact is that you'll create audit trail only of what you are actually deleting. Scheduled data is something that you don't even know you have, right? So you need to be very, very careful. So I hope that helps understand the compliance impact of keeping scheduled data and the breach risk that you have with scheduled data. If in case you like the content of this video, please press the bell and like icon, subscribe to my channel and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.